When we're talking about workplace activism, it's because the work that we do in advising employers and businesses, the types of activism that we're seeing is much broader than just coming from the employee. So it's not just employee, worker, agency worker, contractor. It's encompassing shareholder activism, investor activism, activism from trade unions or recognised bodies which aren't an employee of the workplace but are associated with it in some way, or other office holders and directors. So for us and the work that we do, it's much broader than just employee activism or shareholder activism. And so it's all types of activism from the macro to the micro that's happening within the workplace.
Yeah. And I think, we came up with this, we coined this phrase quite a few years ago, as you've recognised. And I think it was really important that we didn't associate it just with employees. We were very aware, so shareholder activism had been spoken about. It was a frequently used term in the city and much further afield, but there was nothing really that spoke about what we were seeing at that time in the workplace. So we were getting far more issues being raised by individuals, not just about their treatment, but interestingly the treatment that they were seeing of others in the workplace as well. Yeah. We were seeing more collective, so more groups of people getting together and demanding that their employer or the institution in which they consult or provide work took a stance in respect of some of these political issues. Yeah. And so we were quite keen to come up with a term that caught all of this and didn't exclude anything, which is why we came up with workplace activism. And I think you referenced earlier, before we were actually recording, that you had listened to the podcast that I think we did in 2020, maybe. Mm-hmm. And so that's really why we chose workplace activism. I think it was very important to use the word activism, which does have different meanings to different people, as you will be aware, and obviously Laurie is aware. But workplace was really important from our perspective to use, because I think it is significantly broader than employee activism. Employee activism is one part of workplace activism.